Welcome back to the playthrough of Pathologic 2. As stated before, I do flag all my videos as ASMR because a lot of people like listening to my voice. If that is not ASMR for you, then feel free to leave at this point. I don't want to fight for her at all. I don't give a shit about her. Like, to be fair, I don't give a shit about any of the characters in this game. They'll shoot me. How do I get away from here? I don't want to get shot, please. The last save point has been so far away, and then I need to waddle all this way. Come on. So the tower is like a construction that defies physics, basically. And it pierces the town's, like, literal heart. We were down, like, we were underground, and we saw that the town has an actual heart. And the root of the polyhedron, like the tower, pierces it. Like, it's a physically impossible tower. But the issue is, if we, like, pull the root out of the heart will just bleed to death too. So there is no good solution. Like the Invisible Boy in Mystery Man, he could only get invisible when no one was looking. It kinda is like that, yes. The last courier is out in the town where all this time the town whispered directions to me, but now it's silent for the first time. I'll have to think for myself. Cool, now we're looking for a courier that's somewhere inside this town. I'm sure that'll go great for us. There's only nuts here. Just nuts. Okay. I mean, it low-key would make sense to go to the hospital, but there is no hospital anymore. So where would you go? Why is he dead, by the way? I kind of tried to save him. Oh, whatever. Everyone's just dead. I could see that they could go to Aspartine. That's like the only healer left in town that has a stationary residence. It might also be wrong. It kinda also has a bit like Indiana Jones vibes, where the movie would have ended the same way with or without him. Because in the end we did understand things, but we didn't have, like, an actual impact. Okay. Cool. That would make a lot more sense if they're not aiming at the station, I guess. Alright. Yeah. Oh, free water. Love to see it. What is that noise, though? Another chest? With nothing useful. Oh yeah, fuck. It's a dead end. That's a dead end. Okay. What is this? The last courier is looking for me. He's injured and needs a doctor. No, a surgeon. Oh, he said my home. That actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, I was close though. I cannot remember that I told anyone that I live here. Let me guess, you're dead? Doesn't matter, I got the papers. And I don't have a slot for it. Unluckers. The army's leaving. I hold the last copy of the Inquisitor's papers. Will there be a bombardment? I have to decide before 22. And Courier died in a shootout, demolish the polyhedron, spill rivers of blood, and make enough panacea for everyone. This is the only way to grant the town a future. If I burn the papers or at least hide them till 22, the soldiers will leave without firing, the living won't die, Earth's wonder will survive. If I bring the papers to the headquarters, there will be a bombardment, the polyhedron will be demolished, rivers of blood will spill, enough to make the panacea for everyone. You should think it all over once more. Think what over? The town was brilliant in every way except for one. Whoever lived there could never grow up. It was interesting in a way, but it was getting stale. So you want to grow up, huh? The tower gets in our way. It's too strong a temptation. Welcome, Lisa. I guess it would be easier for us if it just disappeared, but while it's still there, our will isn't strong enough to refuse it. So there we stay. Galut, you could do something about it, you know? So you want to get rid of the temptation? Sure, I can help you. Should we just destroy it? Let's just destroy it. I kind of want to see the world burn. Let's do it. Let's burn the world. Also, I want to see these rivers of blood. Like, if you promise me rivers of blood, I'm interested. Show me something. How do I get around here? Ah, okay. Do it. Run. It would be really, really pog if I could finish this game today. I have roughly 1 more hour, so we'll see. The Inquisitor also said, if we deliver those letters, we will probably get imprisoned. I think we're currently making the wrong decision. But it also doesn't really matter. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. Alright. Let's get that bombardment going. And we'll see. We can save before, though.
I can't wait any longer. I've lost 2/3 of my troops here in just 2 days.
It is what it is. Even if you have found a source of raw material for your serum, it's too late now. We'll execute the order and leave for the front, that's it. So there will be a bombardment, I need only technically execute the order. All I need is a precise target designated by the State Commission. If I have that, I can legally spare the town. Thank this girl, she promised me the epidemic wouldn't spread past the town, and I believe her. How can she promise that? She can, I trust her. Are you her here on business or what? I am. Did you come to hand me the paper's designation for the bombardment target, the justification for a surgical strike, signed by the State Inquisitor? Yes. Thank you. You're free to go. Yes, sir. And Burach, wait a second. Waiting. Come with us. We need an experienced doctor. I thought about it, thank you. I'll catch up with you after I finish my business here. Whatever we can do to leave this place. The choice has been made. The polyhedron is about to be shot down.
Words are neither priceless nor worthless. They are only their purpose.
We're having an important conversation. The most important conversation of our lives, maybe. Can you leave us alone? Are you in General Block? No. Then what? Are you trying to convert him? We're talking about the war. The war? We're talking about the war. Criminal orders. History. Honor. Duty. Truth. Now we're talking about words. Will you please leave us alone? Are you really a saint? Please, you're disturbing us. Fine. I guess I'll just count my blessings. I really don't like her. I really, really, really don't like her. Like, she's just talking shit all the time. And acts like she's... like something. Thoughts? No thoughts. Wasn't there like a bed somewhere that I could use? Yeah, we can go to the lump. We can just sleep until things get shot down. And we'll be fine. Maybe we shouldn't sleep. Maybe we should waddle towards the polyhedron and see if things are going on there. Or maybe I should try to collect water to make enough panacea for everyone. Potentially. I'm still trying to see the metaphor here. Because like in the end the metaphor is something like, okay, this is not actually a town. This like whole situation is a scenario inside a bottle, inside a body. Like what if the town wasn't a town but a creature, basically? Like, either I'm too stupid to see it, or it's really hard to compare. So if you would pull out like the knife that stabs a heart without being there to protect it or to like do immediately surgical stuff, you just bleed out and everyone dies anyways. Unless the people that are living here are a virus or something, or a parasite, and the sand pest would have been the immune system. Then it would have been better to keep the sand pest. But why would the immune system get activated once the heart gets stabbed? Well, I guess it does. Like trying to remove foreign things out of the body is definitely a thing that the immune system does. Interesting idea, but I'm struggling to see it too. Yeah. Like, I know there is like some deeper meaning to this. And like they're trying to like make it deep. I think. But like, how would that help us make decisions? Like, In the end, there is no way to save anyone. Like, both options are equally shit. Because if we don't remove the thing, like if we don't remove the wound, the stab wound, then the heart will die too, right? It cannot just live with it. Fuck. Tower deaded. Another thing that we might have thought about, or should have thought about, that the heart is never here. Right? The heart should be somewhere here, which is where the theater is. So maybe this all was in vain. Maybe their conclusion was shit. Their conclusion was wrong from the get-go. They just pulled something up their ass and, like, thought that was a really smart idea. While in fact it was just plain wrong. But we'll find out in a moment. We'll find out in a moment. We should do a little save here. Oh, we killed it. Can still enter. That's Pog. Let's save the game real quick and then we'll look at it. Just in case I get killed again. Maybe after all we should have killed the cathedral, not the tower. Maybe religion was the stab in the heart. Maybe. Just maybe. Okay, let's waddle. Maybe I should have brought empty bottles, huh? No. Day 12 in which the lights die out. September's been rough this year. I thought you'd ask how I got into this coffin. So you survived death. This is your victory. You're the only survivor. So I'm going to live forever now? Maybe, if you wanted to. Maybe I will. Why does the disease kill some but not others? After all, it seemed like everyone could have fallen seriously terminally ill. Maybe it's the same with death in general. We think it obliterates everyone, but if you act just so, your intellect can overcome death, just as your body overcomes plagues or typhus. So how do you defeat death? By realizing that death is not a vanishing, it's a boundary. You can step over any chasm if you're convinced it's just another obstacle. It's naive to think victory over death means immortality. Immortality is tiring if you remain who you are, much more so if you fall into decline. If not immortality, then what? What's the answer? What have you done to the town, and what has the town done to you? You wouldn't have been able to solve this problem without each other, different creatures as you are. An enormous town, a small person, an undetectable minuscule microbe, three of you, you need each other. I disagree. And what exactly have I done to the town? You understood it. You bound its severed part together, drawing new connections between things that seemed incompatible. That is the essence of understanding. To understand is to become someone else. What seemed like death to the former is just a crack in the earth for the new you. It's still rather wide, but you can get across. As if the town cared whether I understood it or not. You've given your town a future. You've weaned it from the earth. That's something. The nourishing umbilical cord must be severed at some point. Okay, can we do without that? The people will become free. They'll discover their destinies within the town, those destinies will shape it. They'll think of death how you've grown to think of death. Whoever survives something like this has nothing to fear. Go say goodbye to them. I'll just say my goodbyes. Where will you go then? To the heart of the town, the central square. To, I don't know, the theater. I don't have much of a choice. Don't worry, you'll have a choice there. Besides, you've already done all you can. All that's left is a bit of business to wrap up. Things that concern you alone. And you, who are you? Who cares about you? You know what? I actually like myself. I've walked my path well these past 11 days. I can respect myself. Yep, I did great. I'm the best. Poggers. Did we... Ah. We still fight these things. Coda? Thing is, the only person that I kinda liked died. The other person that I kinda liked died too. And that's it. Everyone's dead. We'll start at the top, we work our way through. That's how we do it. I mean, in the end, it kind of makes sense that we couldn't escape. Because then there would be no ending. Well, I mean, they could have made it an ending. Okay. But I think we might actually wrap this up today. That's good. I'm not... Time to turn off the lights. I'm not sure what that means. But we'll find out in a moment. I hope I don't just go there to flip a light switch. Like that's a thing you can expect from this game. That I literally waddle for like 5 minutes to go to a place where I click one button and then I leave. Or I get a nonsensical monologue of some person. And then it's GG. Oh no, I get to talk to people. At least. How are you two still alive, by the way?
Black Aduk traces the streets like bacteria in a vein.
My husband is no longer governor. Is that so? He's a ruler now. The ruler. The Bull Enterprise is destroyed. The Olgimskis are over. The Canes are no longer on this side of the river. Everyone scattered like children after game ends. But my husband alone won't never abandon his duty. His town. It didn't take you long to label everyone as traitors. The Olgimskis were always the guts, hot alive, feeding the town. The Canes were the nerves, spark and potential. People cling to the belly for warmth. They grasp at the nerves to reach beyond themselves, but no one ever dares to touch the bones. Surgeons do. Okay, big
What?
blah blah. It's about the journey, not the destination. I would agree if there was anything new to see on the journey. Katarina is no longer a mistress. Who is she then? You know nothing of her. This cursed town smothered her, forced a stupid role on her. She got it in her head that she had to be anyone but herself. That's the kind of town we live in. She used to be different, completely different. Earth spoke to her. Most people would find that unbearable. There'll be other mistresses in town. Leave them alone. And Katarina, she'll start by bringing the cathedral back to life. Oh no. Oh no, don't give me that religious bullshit now. For the love of God. Literally. So, these two people survived by accident. I had no intent on saving them. They literally just survived because they got lucky. That's all that is there to it. Okay, what about you people?
I'm too old.
I feared...
Nothing can harm me anymore.
Sure. I feared this town might be Cradle, but it ended up being a catapult bucket. Can we just have a normal town for normal living people? No, what is a normal person anyway? What is the norm? Think it over, dear Houseberg, lest you blurt out something really ignorant and find yourself in an awkward position. Yeah, it's unwise to get into arguments with you. Or other kinds of fights, young man. Why do you want to propel humanity forward, and where? Their coldness of space? Simon was better than me. He did what I never had the courage to do. thrust a knife into its own firstborn. He couldn't bear the infant's scream, but still he succeeded. Simon Kane and Isidore Burach vaccinated our town against death. The vaccination cost you the polyhedron. The polyhedron was a glass bottle, a compass, a work of exquisite craftsmanship, but merely a tool, like this town. The first of the many steps on this ladder. I thought you never stored something precious inside that bottle, but whatever. I already knew that deep down you didn't really love our town, the one day you'd abandon it. We ascended one step, single step, but a crucial one. The mission of House Kane on this side of the river is over. So why does Simon, my dear twin brother, still haunt me in my sleep? It's called Love Judge. Oh god, I can talk to all of them too. Where once a person was, now but a gap remains. This rupture will not mend. Yeah, sad. Where once, okay, blah blah.
This town has two.
There's like still something I can talk to here. So now we meet all the people that we saved or did not save, I guess. But who can we talk to? We already talked to these two. Who else is here? I don't see it. Cool. Cool. Okay. Oh, this is the other annoying kid. Wait, probably we can track this somehow. So we don't really care what the Saburovs had to say. We don't really care about the Kanes. Oyun, well, not really either. Those people are dead anyways. We don't care about Vlad, the Changeling, maybe the Bachelor, maybe Aspati, and maybe Sticky, because he kinda, like, lives where we live. He's basically a roommate. It feels like blasphemy to not even talk to these people. Doesn't it? It really feels like blasphemy. But it's like so much waddling, and in the end I'm not really interested in what they say. That's like the issue. Let's talk to one more. And if he says more things that we don't really care about, we might just like try to see if we can end it without talking to everyone. At least we got rid of the stamina bar, like in terms of it doesn't get worse over time. That's something. I wonder if there's mods for this game. To make it like... Okay, how about we use the time we waddle around here to make a bit of a verdict here about this game. Because I feel like we're very close to the end anyway, so we might as well talk about like what was good and what was bad about it. So this was a roughly 30-hour, maybe a bit more journey. In general, the topic, the whole idea behind it, like there's a lot of really, really good things about this game. Like the depth of it, the fact that you get thrown into this game, you don't know shit about it, you learn very, very slow what the whole game is about. The fact that there's just like mysterious creatures that appear in your face out of nowhere. The fact that death actually matters because you get permanent penalties for every death and you cannot like fix that with reloading is really, really cool. But at the same time, the way the game does deliver story to you is very, very frustrating. Like, you get to talk to people and they tend to just speak either in riddles, say things that are absolutely obvious. Thank you for watching this episode of the Pathologic 2 playthrough. If you enjoyed it, I would appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button or check out a different video. A new video will be out soon. So thanks, and have a great evening, or day, or morning, or whatever time it is for you.